Hello everybody and welcome back to question number 23 on the 2002 grade 8 Gauss paper. Okay. So question number 23, what does it say? Let's find out. A map is drawn to scale of 1 to 10,000. So that's the scale. So every sort of one, looking ahead, they got centimeters. So every 1 centimeter on the map corresponds to 10,000 centimeters in real life. So that's what we mean when we say a map scale. On the map, the Gauss forest, I wonder who came up with that name, occupies a rectangular region measuring 10 centimeters by 100 centimeters. What is the actual area of the Gauss forest in kilometers squared? Okay. So, we can figure out the area of the Gauss forest on the rectangular region and then try and scale it up. Now, we have to be careful. Just because the map scale is a linear thing. Centimeters correspond to 10,000 centimeters. Centimeters cubed do not correspond to 10,000 centimeters cubed. It's a tricky little thing. But the map scale involves lengths, not areas. Okay? So, what you don't want to do is you don't want to say, oh, okay, well, on the map it's 10 centimeters times 100 centimeters, and that gives me 1,000 centimeters squared. So, with a ratio of 1 to 10,000, then we'll have 10,000 times 1,000 centimeters cubed, and that'll be a 1 with 7 zeros after it, centimeters cubed. Centimeters squared. Why do I keep saying centimeters cubed? This is what you don't want to do. This does not involve areas. What's the best way of saying this? The scale is for lengths, not areas. So this isn't what we want to do. Although if you did that, you would probably find maybe one of the answers is on here. I don't think any of the answers on here would correspond to that, so that's good. Because remember, we want kilometers squared, and here we have centimeters squared, so we don't want to do that. Okay. So what do we want to do? Well, first thing, let's figure out the side lengths of the forest we're going to do kilometers. So we'll actually break this down. We'll get it in centimeters, and then we'll convert from centimeters to kilometers. So 10 centimeters on the map times our scaling factor, that gives us 100,000 centimeters. Okay? And then 100 centimeters, again, we can multiply by the 10,000, and we get 1,000,000 centimeters. So, now the question is, well, how many centimeters in a kilometer? Well, there's 100 centimeters in a meter, and there's 1,000 meters in a kilometer. Okay? This should be something you know if you're writing these contests. It's going to be hard, I guess, really only for the American audiences, because they don't routinely use the metric system, is my understanding. They use inches and feet, which is a bizarre system when you compare it to sort of the niceness of the metric system, where everything is a multiple of 10. Anyway, so 100 centimeters in a meter, and then 1,000 meters in a kilometer. So how many centimeters in a kilometer? We're going to have, that's 1,000 meters, so that's 1,100 centimeters. So that's going to be 100,000 centimeters gives me 1 kilometer. So on our map, 10 centimeters corresponds to 100,000 centimeters, which corresponds to 1 kilometer. And 10 centimeters gives us 1,000,000 centimeters in real life, which we can then work out is 10 kilometers. So the forest has an area of 1 kilometer times 10 kilometers. That's going to be 10 kilometers squared. And I think that is one of our answers. What's the actual area? E. 10 kilometers squared. Okay. So that gives us question number 23. And in the next video, we're going to take a look at question number 24.